But let's check it out. Oh, and I suppose another thing that I like to do sometimes when we're exploring new areas is just see what the we might want to do that. Well, the exclamation point is up. Sometimes those are things that disappear. It's gonna say, just reading what the things say at the fast travel spots, where they give us a little bit of additional lore, a little bit of additional information about what this area is all about. Work on the Temple of Lebiota in Beauclair was begun by the prophet's most famed disciple, Phlegmont. Convinced Duchess Caraberta to rebuild that area of the city and dig deep catacombs for the city's wealthiest inhabitants. Those of less coin were to be buried in the new cemetery beside the temple. The poorest of the poor, however, had to continue to make do with the Orlamurs cemetery, connected to the city by the temple gate, also known as the Gate of Lebiota. This is the poor person cemetery, then? Because this is Lebiota's gate. Then the Nilfgaardian embassy. Son is a vassal duchy of the Nilfgaardian Empire. Duchess Anna, technically, is the rightful ruler of the region, but in practice she submits to the will of her dearest elder cousin, Emir Var Emrys. Are they actually cousins? Or is that like a sort of a metaphor that they're just like distantly related and both part of the royal family? They're probably actually cousins. I don't know. It was certainly out of concern for her enlightened grace and her little realm that the emperor founded an embassy in Toussaint, consisting of a handful of dignitaries who dwell in the duchies full time and use their experience to help her. Help with her de facto enlightened decisions. Okay. Then this seems like there's sort of the center of town, the ground place. Toussaint's largest marketplace overflows with colorful stalls and merchants from every corner of the world. They say if you cannot find what you seek at Beauclair's market, it doesn't exist. In addition to wine of every label and vintage, here one can buy slate from Ardasio, fleece from Toussaint's merinos, raised at Bassan, or olive oil from the groves of Duntin. Okay, other places we've been to a while ago. Palace, when we were going through the gardens to try to find the rabbit, and the actual palace itself. Let's see. The fabulous gardens on the shores of the Chez Ligard were, like Beauclair Palace, nearly destroyed during the Elven conflicts. Master Pharamond, who led the renovation efforts, did what he could, but some of the more delicate plants could not be saved. Today, this popular recreation spot for courtiers is filled mainly with spruces, olive trees, Beauclair oaks, rose bushes, juniper thickets, rhododendrons, and, of course, grapevines. Beauclair Palace. One of the best preserved artifacts of the Elven era, Beauclair Palace was painstakingly restored and partially rebuilt by the famed Nilfgaardian architect Pharamond. Master Pharamond, a scholar and expert on non-human architecture, is considered the founder of the Neo-Elven school, of which the Beauclair Palace, home to the rulers of Toussaint, is the most characteristic example. And it doesn't really look like the other Elven architecture that we've seen in the past, that has typically have the same type of features to it, whereas this has, I mean, in my ignorance when it comes to architecture, I want to say Gothic style? Something like that, at least for the palace itself. That looks kind of different stylistically from the city, but I don't know if the city is, like, technically, probably similar, but architecture-wise, in terms of, like, what label you put on it. But again, I don't know. So, anyways, let's head over, back in this direction, toward the place where we are expecting to find... Oh, except, before we do that, we were saying, why not just see what this whole exclamation point was about? And hopefully just get this quest, because at times we're thinking of, like, Novigrad. We'd run past an area, and momentarily there would be a question mark, or an exclamation point there. But then if we dilly-dallied and we came back at a later time, sometimes that exclamation point was gone. So I say, since we see this exclamation point here now, let's make sure... Oh? That we get the quest out of it. So it appears higher up. How do we get there? Like, is it up on that sort of terrace up there, that balcony? What the heck is Geralt doing? I don't know. That was weird. Excuse me? How do we get up there? Like so? I think it may be. Anything to loot down here real quick? Oh, yes. And here's the thing. Sounds like a couple other things that will add entries for our bestiary, which is helpful. In our lands, that is to say, in the fair Duchy of Toussaint, the hunting of basilisks has a long and storied tradition, one reaching back to the dawn of our present history. Attesting to this is a note written by one Zenon of Tritium, a leatherworker in the year of 1023. In it, one finds mention of a commission for a corset to be fastened from hide of that winged serpent called basilicus by some. See Vedetto Fiari, manuscripts through the ages 1278. While lesser hides could come from beasts felled by age or hunger, the costliness and expense of this corset would have necessitated the skin of a basilisk taken in its prime, and therefore required a hunt. A wild hunt, if you will know. Without the engagement of a witcher, or at a last resort, a knight or mercenary, such a hunt would have perforce meant the gruesome death of a foolhardy hunter. Yet those adept at the task, witchers chief among them, hunted basilisks and their cousins, cockatrices, with great success, thinning their numbers till a mere handful remained. To give but one example, in the year 1100, basilisks of the Regulus platinum subspecies dotted skies all across our land. Yet in the present day, only one exemplar still lives. Okay, so that should give us an entry on them. Then we have Hellhounds, Harbingers of the End. Also, bit of a callback to The Witcher 1 when we had Barghest and the beast itself. Some monsters are born out of necessity, not because they are cruel, but because they have to defend themselves. For them, it is hunt or be hunted. Others are simply a mistake of nature. Beasts brought to life by an evolutionary hiccup, so to speak. Both these sorts of monsters we are able to fight. But there are also monsters born of sin. Wherever there is cruelty and envy, wherever earth has been drenched in blood and rocks soaked in suffering, there the hellhounds have their home. And as cruelty spreads, so too shall these monsters. They are the reflection of us, and to defeat them would mean to defeat ourselves. All that is left is to wait until we are torn to shreds by hordes of these demonic dogs. And it is Barghest, okay. Anything else here? Natural Born Killers, Study of Garcanes. That's another vampire that we saw in The Witcher 1. Garcanes are commonly described as lesser vampires. Do not be misled by this terminology, however, for they are extremely dangerous and devious creatures which men stand no chance of defeating, even when greatly outnumbering the beasts. Garcanes possess a highly developed sense of smell. Once they are on your track, you are as good as dead. They have a special taste for adolescents and children, hence the belief that this vampire seeks out only, well, yeah. There is a grain of truth to that, yet it is not a matter of that, but of the level of blood pollution. The younger and healthier the victim, the tastier a tidbit it makes for a Garcane. Okay. That's Garcanes. And I was looking to just get up higher here to see if we could get out on that balcony to check out that quest, although not sure that's going to happen here. Yellow dye. Experiment a bit with trying that one out. Amethyst is pretty valuable. Anything else up here? Doesn't appear so, and no access to any sort of balcony to get us over there. So not entirely sure how we get up there. Okay, that question mark, or that rather exclamation point should stay there. Okay. In that case, let's carry on. And let's see what we can run into in this direction. Keep our Witcher senses on for a bit here. And of course, it is faster to travel with Roach, but since this is very much new territory, I think probably better to go on foot. Keep our Witcher senses up and just keep a keen eye out for things that might be interesting to investigate further. Monsters, loot, quest potential things. Oh, I did not initially see you guys. Hello. Looks like perhaps some kind of orchard. Wine orchard. It is what they are most famous for, it would seem. The people of Toussaint. Okay, so we've got some kind of little village here. Not even village. Pretty large building here.
Don't stink of wine. My wife won't know they're mine.
That was interesting. Some kind of manor. Thought we heard. Yeah, my guess is this is basically the chief building of this orchard.
And I say, hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's going on? Thanks for welcoming us in. Mind if we, like, take some of your stuff? If, you know, you have anything that we can even take. Wow. Nothing to take? Some vineyard you have. My guess is we're gonna end up back here at some point, but yeah, that's locked. And this is also locked. I think we carry on. And I think we'll be perhaps spending some time there sometime in the future. Ooh. Yeah, I hear some monsters over here. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's been relatively monsterless for the moment. Vineyard infestation. Wait, what? What was that? What? Vineyard infested by monsters. That's new. Is this basically like the Toussaint equivalent of an abandoned site? Is that what that means? Or monster nest? I don't know, but let's check it out. Let's save, instead of closing the save menu before actually saving. What kind of monsters are we talking about here? Sound like Indrigas. Look like they might be Indriga drones.
You've the look of a knight.
That they are?
Over there, monsters.
Yeah, I've seen the monsters. Yeah, you are a drone. Drones are a little bit nasty, because they have some powerful poison. We could throw on Golden Oriole, and these are high enough level versions that we should probably do that just to be safe. Because they could hit us pretty hard with that poison. Let's see, where is this Golden Oriole? Yeah. Let's replace Thunderbolt with that. Okay, and huzzah. Suddenly, should be much easier to fight you guys. Hello? Somebody swing their tail at us? How dare you? Rude. Whoa! What? Is that just the angle there? Looked like that Indriga was the size of a... I don't even know what. It's ginormous. Ow! Rude. Okay, maybe we should, you know, like, deliberately back up a bit and put the coin back on, and then finish you off. Within igni range? Maybe? Yeah, you are, right? Yes. Okay.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid
It
of
is a monster nest. Okay. That would suggest more along the monster nest route rather than abandoned site, but I don't know, do they re-inhabit the area after we take those guys out? What is this? Perry Hires Journal and Trashers. Whoa, hello. Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're to kiss the ground you walk on, is that it? But you just did your diddly witcherly duty.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Don't forget to loot this, of course. Okay. Let's heal up a little bit. some strange sound off in the distance there, but we can also loot the remains of those Intrigas. Do that real quick. So it seems it's almost like an unofficial abandoned site in that you get rid of the monster nest and then you just have the people, rather than the cutscene triggering, you have some people walking in. They're like, thank you, and you did your witchery thing. Okay. But now I think we go back, head more toward the specific quest we're looking to do. Here, what appear to be wolves there. Guessing they're not that interesting to engage with here. Mirkwood. Man. One of the rings now? Okay. Not sure what those are going to be. Cool. What do we have here? Different cemetery. We get a fast travel spot for here. We didn't. I'm hesitant to go into entrances because oftentimes those are in fact things that are tied to some kind of quest, and so I'm concerned that if we just jump in here, and that might be us leapfrogging some kind of quest unintentionally. I'm gonna avoid that for now. It will of course be on our minimap, so we will be able to go back to it if we'd like to. Let's see what that is. Another entrance? Entrances all over the place.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Oh, this is the place where Regis is. Also, fun fact. So there's that. Not really the quest we were trying to do, although it was on the way. So I don't know if we feel like we might as well just do that while we're here, or if we just zoom past, ignore it for now, come back to it later, and instead, well, continue to focus on turn and face the strange. Oh, and that is the main quest. That is the main quest. Okay. That's a good point. Yeah, so let's, before we go much further there, let's sidestep. I'm assuming that we're safe to do that. Or that isn't gonna, like, lead to some catastrophic quest failure. Hopefully not. Oh, it's a panther! We were learning about panthers before. Hold on. We got a bestiary entry, I think, about them previously. So they're vulnerable against, well, beast oil. Not much else. Let's see. Pussycat, pussycat. Where have you been? I've been to Sintra to look at the queen. Pussycat, pussycat. What did you do there? Or what did you there? Run, fool. That's not a cat, but a panther. Rare variant of a traditional folk rhyme. Panthers are dangerous predators found in forests and other woodlands. They are quick, agile, and like cats, diabolically cunning. In many less than thoroughly urbanized areas, folks still believe panthers are the stranded souls of those who die in their sleep. Superstition thus holds anyone perishing in this way should be dragged to the nearest woods and left there without a burial. Panther's spirit of the deceased may then devour its own body, thereby passing on to the netherrealm. This belief must be eradicated by any means, for it leads to epidemics of cholera and other contagious diseases born of rotting corpses. Besides, it is patently ridiculous, given panthers are not necrophages and will not consume carrion of any sort. They prefer more spry and lively prey, such as deer or even humans, provided they are not ill and do not stink too badly. I don't know when was the last time Geralt had a shower. Panthers and their tawny-coated cousins, mountain lions, are incredibly swift and able to sneak up on prey undetected to gain the advantage of surprise. Fortunately, we did see this one coming. As soon as they enter open terrain, they leap to attack with astonishing speed, mauling their prey with their sharp claws, long teeth, and sheer force of their momentum. Panthers are known to retreat mid-fight, and do not let yourself be fooled into a false sense of security. This is but a ruse to allow them to attack again by surprise. Never drop your guard until you see the animal drop dead. That is definitely going to end up happening to us. Panthers are vulnerable to the effects of all signs, as well as bombs and oils. Okay. That's a good sign. No pun intended. Okay, we did already have quite a... Okay, how much damage does it have? running now? It is not running yet. Now it is running. Perhaps to give us the whole fancy counterattack. Haha, I've tricked you. Big power attack that also hurts us. Yeah? Not so bad. Lots of fur. Lots of raw meat. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. Read the thing we found in the infested vineyard before we forget what it is. Okay. I've already forgotten what it was. Is it this? No, that's random parchment. Oh, the journal here. Okay. Part of a journal, only latest entries legible, remaining pages stuck, together with dried blood. I cursed every day I had to grovel and toil for Count Crespi. Now I curse every day I cannot serve him. Now I know why he was so harsh, so domineering, so quick to anger. One cannot remain calm and good-natured when so many troubles crop up every day in one vineyard. Now I, as steward of Belgard, must deal with each of them. The geologist the Count hired before this tragic death has disappeared. With him went the hefty sack of crowns we sent him and the study we had hired him to complete. Tilly Field is infested with giant centipedes, and a breathless page just ran up to inform me of something's attacked their northern vines. Enough writing. I'm off to see what all the panic's about. It's that might direct us to a different location. To, try to save a different orchard? Perhaps not. Okay, either way, I suppose now we'll head back toward our quest we have marked. So I think we're far enough away at this stage from the main quest that we shouldn't be at risk of triggering that again. I'm guessing that's a panther? Because it's by itself. Is it? Oh, it's a bear. A strong bear at that. Hey, buddy. Hate to do this to you. Not so bad, though, I guess? At least fight-wise. Lots of drowners over here. We are now on the shoreline. This drowner's gonna come up, fight us. Oh, entrance here. Okay. We're onto something. We're definitely onto something. Kind of like to fight some of these drowners above water rather than having to... It's been a while. It's been a while since we did the whole shooting, swimming enemies underwater thing. Are you gonna come up here? Pretty close to us, but maybe not. Because we recently found that previously, maybe now that we're actually in the water, they'll try to fight us. Maybe not. Previously, when we went underwater, we saw that we were actually not able to one-shot everyone anymore. A little bit disappointing. That was a nice privilege to have. Okay, let's actually do it, though. Be stuck underwater, Geralt, and shoot some drowners in the face. That guy is very close to us. Okay, that one we were still able to one-shot, so that's good. Despite it being level 40. That one did not get one shot. Oh, that was the same level, was it? Huh? And let's surface. There are more of them. Including this one that's probably going to be too quick for us to shoot. Oh no, we got him. We got him in time. Okay. So presumably we're looking for that entrance there, right? Imagine that's the thing in this circle. Search for the entrance to the professor's laboratory, yeah. Although while we're over here, there's definitely some stuff down there. There's definitely some stuff down there. It's hard to tell just how deep that is from the surface. Should be retrievable, though. Ooh. Is that? It also looks like a way in or out. Red armor die. Okay, well, don't have time to be too picky about what we're taking here. Let's probably surface. We might have been safe to say one more thing. We could even killer whale here. Just make it a little bit easier. Chill out. I'm curious to try out the red paint, but let's throw on a quick killer whale. That way we can basically just loot to our heart's content for a little while. Okay. Let's nab this. And hopefully, just about everything else down here. It's a lot of glowing ore. Can be kind of hard to get at times. That's nice stuff. Is there another chest there? I thought there might have been, but there might be more so on the other side. Let's nab you. Oh, well. Maybe not. Over here. 5 florins. 3 florins. And that may be it on this side, at least. I think we need to go a fair bit further in the opposite direction, and we probably should surface before we loop around to get you. Well, maybe we can get a little greedy and get a skull. Yeah, this is gonna be... It's actually... It looks like Elven Ruins. Say hello to our drowner friends for a second. Then go back down. Yeah, underwater elven city, it looks like. Pretty crazy. Those are just herbs. That's not so special. That's a person. And a person carrying, or hold on to some loot there. Well, 5 florins on them and 3 florins. That thing. Got more over there, and a little bit over here as well. This is more like what we're looking for. We have time to get this one. I think we may. It's kind of far away, though. Actually, a little bit more here as well. That may just be an herb. It is. This is the real thing we're looking for, then. Florins. Ooh. More here, too. A lot here. We are at risk of losing our breath here, though. It's definitely surface now. Okay. That might be everything. Oh. Oh, that's the dead dude that had the ashes that I deliberately did not take. So I think outside of that... Oh. Tiny bit more? Actually, that's a chest. Those were generally better. So let's nab this. And that's a good one. Wow, okay. Sweet. Then actually, I'm looking at where the entrance is, I'm looking at where our quest marker is. And they are not overlapping. Our entrance is further in that direction, whereas our quest marker is right there. And we were, I think, seeing... Yeah, this spot... It looked like it might have had another kind of entrance somewhere here. Oh? What is this? What is this? Hold on just a second. We had the other entrance, and we have this. Based on the location, it looks like going through the portal is the thing that the quest is telling us to do. But, that's quite different. That is quite different. Do we go for that? I guess we do. What could possibly go wrong? Hello?
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Probably a lot. Oh boy, we got 2 experience for going through a portal. There's gonna be enemigos down here, aren't there? Hello? Just in case. Nothing there. That lootable? No. Search the ruins is our only objective here. Alright. Say so. There's something red down there. It's like a chest. It's definitely our primary target. We'll see what else there is. There. Oh, hold on. What is this? Copper ore. No pickaxe necessary. Ooh, lots of element armory stuff. Green dye. Dimeridium axe. I mean, that's something we're gonna have to break down into components, I think, in order to get that dimeridium, but first time we've seen dimeridium in that form. Yeah, I think down there is the place we're gonna find our actual quest item, but let's... Whoa!
Sixth sense of humor someone's got.
Explore over here first. That was startling. You know, I kind of thought we were just gonna be able to hop down here, rather than even having to go there. It's really loud. Let's try just dropping here and seeing, like, go here. This looks like that's fine. Yeah?
Seems someone besides me might be ferreting around here. Someone slim. No way I can sling through there.
Oh, wow. They made it through there? And yeah, our other way around is presumably going to be... I mean, do we have to go across that stuff? That's where the quest marker is, but then there's this whole area down here. Just seems a little strange. Like, that's... It is still a pretty big drop-off. Not sure if we can do that without, well, killing ourselves. Are we not supposed to go here yet? I feel like we're not supposed to go here yet. It's the way we get down there by going across this, probably? Maybe? Right, at the same time, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to skip it by going up here. Also, Geralt, can you... Are we trapped down here for all of eternity? Ah, hold on. Hold on. Loop around this way. Okay. Maybe this is the answer? That's a little bit better, I think. There is some loot behind the spikes, though. Okay. But can we get back up now? Can we actually get back up? I mean, I thought this was jumpable here. There we go. Look jumpable. So let's save before we try going across the spikes. Honestly, I don't really care about the spikes killing us. I care more about this obnoxiously loud sound. Okay, so what is the pattern here? We got... These just go up, down. The ones directly in front of us go up, down. It seems like in the same intervals. So it's basically, you know, wait for it to go up and then run across. We could probably quite as well. Now go. Wait for this one. Run. Wait for this one. Oh, this one's longer. Okay. This one's kind of tough. Okay, that was slow. But we did just barely do it. That one is longer still, so our timing needs to be very good here. Don't know how effective Gwen is going to be. Run. Ooh. Okay, not done yet, though. Could potentially go down this way, but there is also this direction that has more spikes. Anything over there? Gotta be, right? Yeah, there is a chest there. This is our biggest set of spikes yet. It seems like it is. It does seem like it is. Let's see. We should probably requin. We don't know how much damage this does, but my guess is it's quite a lot. But hey, there you go. That's not that dramatic. You can check out some of the swords we were just picking up here and there, but you know, the level's not very high, so the base damage isn't great. I do like the crit damage bonus, but it's not even as good as what we have on our Viper sword. It's not like this is something we'd use ourselves, but it's worth something to sell. Similar sword with this. Actually, this one's worse. Now we have to head back. At least across this one. Run, Geralt, run! Now I think we go down here. And does this reconnect with the other stuff? Looks like it may. In which case, could we have just gone the other way and hopped up here, or is this too high to jump up? Could we have avoided having to go through the traps? That's got to be jumpable, right? Yeah, that is. Could we have just gone down the other way and just climbed up here and avoided almost all the spikes? I feel like we could have. I think that's it. I think that's the pro strat. Or copper? Yeah, this is the place we've seen before, right? From the other angle. Pretty sure. This looks so ominous. So ominous. This just like oozes boss arena vibes, right? There's someone on the spikes? What? There's like a person on the spikes? Is that what you meant? Oh, there is. There is. You're not wrong. I mean, I'm guessing it's not great, but like... Alright, sure. Sure, we'll check it out. This one was pretty long over here. Not great, but it's something. Oh, still more to loot. Okay. That appears to be it. Oh, it's actually... We're not entirely synchronized. I was a little surprised. I almost went when I heard the first sound effect. I was like, okay, go as soon as that's done. But then there's a little delay, and then the ones in front of us actually triggered. It's like, oh, okay, well, we nearly got skewered in that case. Now, we head here, and now let's drop a save, because I am getting boss vibes here. Hello, peoples. What is up? Who's come to fight us? You say search the ruins? Alright. You say so. Here comes the boss. Yup. They both... No, they're guardians, technically. I'm not sure if they are actually panthers, or if they're kind of different. Are they actually some kind of constructs? Alright, it's kind of hard to deal with them, because they're quite aggressive, and we are obviously outnumbered. And not yet put the Quen on. That was a bad place to put the Quen on. I do not like when you guys are surrounding us. Just do the little jig, do the little jig, do the jig. Get a few hits in. Re-Quen. Then try not to immediately lose said Quen. Are we... I think we're silver sorting right now, which does suggest these guys are not normal panthers. That all? Interesting. Interesting fight. Diamond. Wow. Not bad. Anything in this corner? This looks like... Oh, the part where we fall to our death. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's save. Okay. Playing with fire there. Probably don't want to do the same thing on that side. Yeah, that's true. Silver health bar as well. Yeah. Yeah, I was noticing it based on the specific sword we were using.